A lot of players these days talk about the Mamba mentality. I really think it's overused and oversaturated now. But I think Giannis really has that in him. He said before the NBA Cup game that losing was not even an option. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Wrong vs. Right. I'm your host, Jay. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below and hit that button. All my returning viewers, you see we got a new setup here. I got the microphone, the headphones. We're professional over here. NBA Cup just finished. The Milwaukee Bucks took the title. I thought it'd be a good time to do a quarterly, MVP ladder race check-in. First and foremost, we got to start off with the Milwaukee Bucks, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo. So far this season, he's averaging 33, 12, and 6. So he's doing everything. He's scoring, rebounding, assisting. 6 assists for a guy like that, that's a huge accomplishment. He's not known being a passer. He's not somebody that's going to throw you no-look passes or anything like that, or run a pick and roll and make the pocket pass. This guy is finding the open guy. When he gets double teamed, he's making the right reads, and he's scoring the ball. And I really think his NBA Cup victory propels him to the top of the MVP list. So that's why I got Giannis at number 1. At number 2, we got Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic makes the game look easy. He makes it look like he's playing on varsity and the opponents are on the grade school team. If we look at the Joker stats right here, he's averaging 31, 14, and 10. So he's averaging a triple-double. And the fact that he basically does this every season, I think we're all just becoming numb to it. We're like, this is just expected. What he's doing is just unprecedented, and what he's doing right now is remarkable. And the only guy I can think of who did something similar was Russell Westbrook. Ironically enough, his teammate, when Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double for an entire season a few years ago. Special shout out to Russell Westbrook, by the way. He's completely revitalized his career in Denver. He's having a great season. Jokic is showing night in and night out why he's considered the best center in basketball right now. So the top 2 in the MVP race right now, we got Giannis and Nikola Jokic. I really don't think that's debatable. I think most people, most basketball fans, most knowledgeable basketball fans would agree with that those are the top 2 guys right now. And then number 3 right now in the MVP race, we got to talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the OKC Thunder. He's averaging 35 and 6, and he's leading his team to the best record in the Western Conference. SGA is what we call a two-way star. He excels on offense and on defense. And don't let his performance in the NBA Cup fool you. This guy is still legit. On top of dropping 30 a game, he also gets you 2 steals a game and a block at the point guard position. So on most nights, him getting 30 a game is a given. And then at the number 4 spot for the MVP race, I got to give it to Jayson Tatum of the Boston Celtics. The thing with the Boston Celtics is a lot of times those guys get overlooked because there's so many great players. You got Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. A lot of time we forget how good these guys are individually too, not just as a team. Tatum is averaging a light 28 a game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. By anyone's standards, these are monster numbers. My honorable mention for the MVP race will be the big bodega, Karl Anthony Towns out in New York. He's averaging 25 points and 13 rebounds. The Knicks are a few games over 500, still figuring each other out. But Karl Anthony Towns is having a great season. I think Karl Anthony Towns is really excelling this season because he's playing at his more natural position, the center position. Out in Minnesota playing with Rudy Gobert, he probably couldn't pick and roll as much, given that Rudy Gobert is going to clog the paint. Now he's a pick and roll threat, and he's a pick and pop threat, so he can do either or. That makes it really hard for the defense to cover, especially when you have shooters, in OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart sometimes. It's really looking like Karl Anthony Towns is the perfect fit for the New York Knicks. Let me know your thoughts on my MVP list. Let me know what adjustments you'd make. I know there's a lot of back and forth on the Giannis Jokic thing, so let me know in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below and hit that button. But hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And remember, everybody can't be wrong and everybody can't be right. All right, I'm out.